So where do I begin? It's been a few days. Been a few days. I done changed wigs, personalities, all of the things. Because it's been a few fucking days. So it may seem like to y'all it ain't been that long, but it's been a long time for me. When we vlog, a lot of times it's almost like writing a book or writing a story. We can't always say names. We can't always say most situations. But a lot of times we want to tell our story. You get what I'm saying? It's just like when you read a book. Like if it's a true story, some people can't put the real name out there because people will be offended, all of the things. I don't know how to go around stuff like that at times. I do make mistakes. I'm going to try my best. But I am pissed the fuck off with how people perceive things. Now, if you are a person and at times you consider yourself to be real, relatable, very charismatic, you know what I mean? Very caring to just people all in all. You can relate to this one and that one. You can feel things, you know. You do get offended when you're around someone that you have shown all of this love to and all of the things to, and then here it is, this person don't even see you for the effort that you put in. And it's hard when a person doesn't see you for the effort that you put in, but it's hard when a group of people do not see you for the effort that you put in. So that's how I feel. You know, I feel like most of the time people see me as something that they can just put on the side and they can come back to it and it will always be hot and ready. And that can pertain to men, family, friends, whatever. And when I say hot and ready, I'm not talking about sex or nothing like that. I'm really talking about like just real shit, just being you, being that person. You know what I mean? I'm getting burnt out from noticing the lack of just the care to come back to me. Like if I'm caring and I'm putting into things and I'm trying to be all that I can be, I don't need you to constantly say like, oh, I've been there, done that, or that's not enough. You know, I don't want to feel that from anybody. And I feel like in some situations, I can find myself around people that have this personality like, oh, I'm too cool for that shit, or girl, bye, I did that yesterday, or, you know, or you ain't really doing too much. I know somebody that ain't even a friend, family, or foe that's doing it better. You know, they don't want to give me the credit. You know what I mean? And it gets exhausting. But the thing is, I don't really want to keep blaming others for constantly not showing me the love that I need or giving me my flowers. You know how we put it, while I'm here type of thing. I want to start to hold myself accountable for this situation. Like, if I got to do this, understand it on my own, if I have to piece it together by myself, if I have to heal by myself, I want to start to hold my portion accountable. And my portion should be, why do you give a fuck? You know what I mean? Why? And I believe if I start to look at it like that, things will change. You know, why do I give a fuck, and how can I stop caring? And child, I've even heard of books like The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Maybe I really do need to get that book, The Art of Not Giving a Damn About half of the shit that be going on out here, because it's not paying my bills. It's living rent free in my mind, and it's not helping at all. Like, at all. And then when you talk about it with people that you feel like, okay, it's time for us to have this conversation, it's time for us to kind of fill each other out and see who each other, you know, see where we are with everything. I I slowly learned that it's no point. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't feel like when I'm around friends and family that I should feel like I'm around coworkers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have to work together because this is what it is. And when we separate, we have no attachment. Like, you know what I mean? I want to feel family as someone that can just hear my cry without me saying anything. Like, you know how you can talk to somebody and be like, oh, you don't even sound right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, your voice don't sound the same. Like, you want to be able to do that around somebody, you know. Or, you know, when a heated topic come up, you should know that, oh, don't even hit her with that topic, because at this point, you know, she going through shit. She don't need to be worried about that. Or that's frivolous. Don't even bring that around her right now. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just feel like as an adult, you slowly start to see how you break away from people. And sometimes those people that you outgrow is just sometimes your family. You know, and they don't have to necessarily do anything right or wrong. It's just a burnout. It's a constant burnout. So whenever I'm going through something and I think what people see versus what it is really hard, because people can see things on social media and they can think that, oh, this is a family-oriented person. This person is fun, outgoing. This person has all of the friends. It goes to all of the outings, very sociable. On the flip side of that, I can be that at times, but it's so spaced apart where it's not balanced at all. I don't have enough fun. You know what I mean? And I don't have enough family time. I don't have enough of it. You know, and hence the reason to why I vlog it, I film it, I take a whole bunch of pictures, because there's a lot of times where I find myself reminiscing, you know, looking at clips and pictures and, you know, outings and shit like that. This, you know what I mean? And it's just like, reality, I'm alone a lot. I have a lot of alone time than what people think. There is space for people, but I believe because I know how sensitive I am to people that's not authentic within their self, or not authentic when they're around me. They could be real and down to earth as they please, but when they're around me, they get a little bit flaky, a little bit shifty. Because of that, I shut people out. I isolate myself a lot. And I realized this week that I'm tired of isolating myself. I'm tired of isolating myself because I'm not happy with where I am right now and in the moment. I'm tired of isolating myself because I don't want to deal with hard conversations with people that I know already have their mind set on who they think that I am. I find it very interesting how people have their mind set on how they think a person is or who a person is if they're not around that person. You know, if you're not even around me 30 days out of the year, let alone 365 days, you know what I mean? But you can have me in this box or this category as this or that, and I'm written off automatically before we hang out, before we're around each other, you know, before we can have a good time. I'm checked off. I don't enjoy that, so I isolate myself from people a lot. People don't notice it though. Like, we can be in the same room, and if I feel like I don't have the capacity for it, I will slip out of the room without you even knowing it. And it's crazy because I'm a plus size girl, and there is a million times where people can say, oh, I didn't even see her leave the room, or oh, I didn't even know you was sitting there or something, because I know how to maneuver my way around some fuck shit, you know. And a lot of people also say my mouth is crazy when I go there. So because I know that people take all of my words so harshly, you know, they're looking for something. I feel like if you can find something wrong with everything that I fucking say, then motherfucker, you just didn't want me to say shit. So I feel like I'm quiet more. I've been quiet more over the years. I've been low-key more over the years, and I don't open myself up to people like that. You know what I mean? I got a couple of friends that I may hang out with, but if it ain't a big thing going on, then I'm to myself. But I just remember praying to God that I want family. You know, I want family to be a factor. You know, I don't think a woman or a man can go and produce a family and have an effective working thing if they don't work out whatever awkwardness and kinks that they have with their own family. It's no feud. It's just not enough content. You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, when I talk about my family, and y'all see my family all the time on my social, on like Instagram and stuff like that, Facebook, people know, you know who my mama is, you know who my grandmama is. You might even know my aunties and my older aunties, but that's it. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's more. You know, there's fucking more. And I feel like I have to appreciate what I have now. It may sound like I'm all over the place, but it's going to become really centered. I feel like I have to appreciate what I have now. I beg for the friendship and the family, you know, the family wholesomeness from every member of the family. I yearn for that because, yeah, I'm the only child. And on top of that, I grew up with y'all around, but then when I think about it, it was only on the fucking holidays. And maybe what I want was never really there. And maybe what I want, I can't put into words. Maybe it sounds crazy. Maybe it is offensive. Because now I'm telling you that you haven't done enough. I feel like I'm not doing enough because I don't even know what to do anymore. But in talking about it today with someone, I just feel like some people that I have conversations with have already clocked out. You know what I mean? They're like, why do you even give a fuck? I've clocked out. Your mama clocked out. Grandmama clocked out. Why you give a fuck? You know what I mean? So it's very interesting, and I get really nasal, so phlegm, child, it gets on my nerves. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I just find myself just getting down. The reason why it ticks me off, if I already got some shit going on, and then here we go back to phase one, it's like we doing this again. So I don't know. We just had a big gathering for my mother, and the same people came out, the same people that come out all the time. My older cousins, my older aunts, my uncle, my mother, and her friends. So that puts me around a group of people, and everybody is like 40 and up, literally. And I'm not too far from 40. I'm 34, but everybody was 40 and up. And there was only one or two people that was in the room that was 40 and up. The rest was 50 and up. One or two of them. Then the rest was 60 and up. So I'm always around the old heads. So a lot of people be like, girl, you got an old soul by default. Because I'm always around the old heads. I grew up around just older members of the family. So, but when I say it's just a weird place to be in when you talk about something and it always comes back to as if you're not enough of a you're not adulting enough to be around certain people. And that's weird to me. That's weird to hear. I'm not adulting enough. Like I'm not paying enough bills. I'm not going through enough shit. I'm not. What the fuck does that mean? The person said a lot of things that was interesting, but whatever happens to just being who you are to a person. I don't know when being family required you being of a certain status. I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. You know what I mean? And I've been in situations where I felt down, I felt alone, and I realized that I was older. I was like, I can't keep calling on my mama. You know what I mean? I'll call on like one or two of my best friends, but sometimes you do want to call somebody that's within the family and be like, damn, shit is getting crazy right now, or damn, shit is getting good right now. You know what I mean? I don't feel like, I hate that feeling of when you see family and it's like, oh, I ain't see you in a month of Sundays and all of this, and I'm like, nigga, you live right around the corner. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, the realness in me, I don't like that shit. I like to see family and be like, come on, we kikiing, we doing all the things, we see each other all the time, this is how we do, we know what makes each other laugh, you know, we know what type of foods we like, we know what we like to do while we at the family gatherings, whether we want to go somewhere after, like, that's the type of time I want to be on. Not on the type time of you don't even know what I got going on. It's like an interview every time you meet them, every time you see your family.
Oh, what you doing now? Where you working now? Who you seeing now? Oh, okay. Where you at now? Oh, you right there. Oh, okay. How much is that? How much you paying for that? Oh, okay. Where you get that from? Oh, okay. What you like to do? Oh, okay.
And it's like, why are we doing this every time? Every time. So that's where it's very interesting. Or you ever get hit with that line like, oh, you ain't know that? No, I ain't know you had 2-3 kids. I thought you just had that one. Or like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you like, is this what family is? And that's why I say, you know, I don't know what the future holds for me. I don't know if I'll ever have children or something like that. But I don't want them to have this idea of family. This is not all that it is, you know. And I put in the effort. My mother put in the effort. My grandmother put in the effort. My aunt put in the effort. My cousins, you know, my older cousins, they seldomly put in the effort. I just want to know what my effort would be, because I know with me, I want it all or nothing. That's the problem. I want all or nothing. And sometimes you get what you can get. So, and this is not just wavering on my mother's side of the family. It's a whole nother ball game on my father's side of the family. And child, it's just interesting. You got motherfuckers popping out the woodworks on my father's side. Like literally, I just met my father's father, my grandfather on my father's side. I just met him a few years ago. And like now he wants to engage, he wants to talk, he wants to reach out, he's texting here and there. And I'm like, as a grown-ass woman, should I even be on that type of time? Where have you been all my life? I feel like that's childish to think. Where have you been all my life? You haven't been here. You know, I feel like, who wants to hear that? But that's the reality. Like, nigga. Child, so I'm trying to embrace it all. But it just makes me sad, so... You know, that's just the The worry of the day, child. The worry of the fucking day.
I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm dirty, yes, I'm dirty. I got no reason to be hateful. Hair and nails paid for. I'm so thankful. Put you through some things I know that was quite painful. Grateful, yeah, I'm grateful, yeah, I'm grateful. Yeah, yeah. God gave me everything that I prayed for. Just what I pray for, oh Lord. Just what I pray for, oh Lord. Grateful, grateful, yeah, yeah. Grateful. Said I'm grateful, grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm grateful, oh just what I pray for. Just what I pray for, oh Lord.
It's a couple days later. So, as you've seen, my mother had a celebration birthday party. We had a good old time. Like I said, the older generation is who I tend to hang out around the most when it comes to family gatherings. And it's okay. I feel like I gained a lot of my wisdom from that. But we had so much fun. We had a blast. We was dancing, eating, drinking, per usual. Per usual. So I'm sitting here honestly trying to figure out what I want to eat. I don't want anything heavy, only because I don't feel like I'm that hungry, but I'm hungry. So that was a few days ago when we started the vlog. But earlier today, I don't know, what did I have? Oh, I think I had 2 scrambled eggs, some vegan sausage, and 2 pancakes. But I'm trying to figure out, what do I want right now? I kind of got a taste for a bowl of cereal. I don't have to explain myself to you. I'm a grown woman, and I do what I have to do. I don't feel like making nothing. Maybe I can do some avocado toast. Maybe I can do some avocado toast. I ain't feel like dirtying up a dish. I need a toaster. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I totally forgot what I wanted to talk about. I was just avoiding it. Avoiding the fact that I couldn't figure it out. So everybody has been saying, Micaiah, when are you going to do a housewarming? When are you going to do a housewarming? So I'm like, I really wasn't hype about doing a housewarming because I feel like with housewarmings, it's just a whole bunch of little knick-knacks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need knick-knacks. Like, I still need a couch. I still need a dining room set. So, it must be like a monetary gift. How do you say it? Monetary gift giving when it comes to the housewarming for me. But honestly, I did say I want to have it, but it's just going to be for friends and family just to have a good time. It's not really going to be much of a housewarming, but I am going to put monetary gifts, gift cards, stuff like that. And we're going to have a good time. This place is really beautiful, so it is worth showing off, especially with the design scheme and aesthetic that I'm going for. By the time I plan this housewarming, it's really just going to be a house party, but it's going to be nice, it's going to be cute, girly, you know, posh, that type of vibe. Bougie. Bougie. So that's really what it's going to be more than anything. I just had to figure out what I want to serve them. Of course, it will be liquor. And it's just going to be a vibe. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to plan it within the next 30 days. Do let me know what are some good ideas when it comes to having a house party. You know, I don't want to go all the way to the route of housewarming, but house party. Because I've been here for a while. I don't warm the house. Right? So, anyway. I have some red bliss potatoes. I also have some bagel thins. And some avocado. So I'm going to try to whip up something with this because I don't want nothing too heavy. And the fact that this is already made, I could even play with a potato salad with a little bagel thing. We're going to see. We're going to see because y'all know I always do something. So it is another event this weekend. So I may pick y'all back up when The event is popping off. It's a party for what do they call it? Friend of the family or distant family. It's more so a friend of the family, but we consider these people our blood. So I don't know how to talk. Anyway, it's a party this weekend for one of my aunties, and we gonna celebrate her birthday. So I may pick y'all up then, especially getting dressed and stuff like that, because I'm gonna try my best to look amazing. You already know. And I probably want to debut a piece that I haven't worn before. I have gotten to the point where I do not shop that much when I go out. I may buy a piece or a shoe or something like that, but essentially I'm shopping from my closet. Not just because I'm saving money, it's because I have so many clothes between my designs, my boutique, and also my own, my own little picks and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I got stuff to wear. So I do want to pick y'all back up when I get dressed and get cute. But another thing I wanted to tap in while I'm cooking with y'all is for my natural girls. What do y'all do with y'all hair? Because I've been trying a lot of these new oils, and for some reason my hair itch so bad. Now I wear weaves, but I also have really thick natural hair. So I'm just trying to figure out what is the best oil for y'all where it's not itching. Like I feel like I need a carrier oil. I've been using lately Kreyol essence. I actually reached out to them because I wanted to do some type of content for them, but they're probably looking for somebody with a bigger following, and that's fine. But I do have some pros and cons with their products, and I'm not going to speak on all of them because most of them are very amazing. But the only thing that I have that's a problem with not just Kreyol essence, it's with all products. For some reason, my skin is so sensitive to where I'm just scratching, and I feel like, yeah, I'm getting some growth, but I'm getting a couple patches too. So I'm just wondering, what is that about? So I'm gonna do some avocado oil. We're gonna do some avocado toast, and instead of like a salmon lock, we're gonna do some couple pieces of shrimp. Make it interesting. And let me grab the oil to show y'all what it looks like. So this here is the actual hair oil. It's Haitian black castor oil. Then, like I said, this is not sponsored or anything. You can try it at your own discretion. I love the product. I love the fact that it caters to 4C girls, but it itches me so bad that I feel like I'm messing up the productivity of what could be happening because I'm irritating my scalp. So I just be wondering because, like I said, I am really working on my hair under my wigs, and I just want to know what's really for me. For sensitive scalps, what's really for me. And I know a lot of YouTubers that I follow, they got nice hair. When I say nice hair, like, you feel me? And I just want to know, what are y'all doing? What y'all using? So like I said, I'm going to do like a little potato salad situation. And I'm going to have the little bagel thins with some avocado, and I'm gonna top it with some shrimp. And I like red bliss potatoes when I do potato salad. So these little mini potatoes are perfect. All I need is a few of them. And I got me a little potato salad. If you have not noticed, when I eat and when I make stuff, I like stuff that's different. So I'm not going to eat the same thing all the time. I get bored, especially with me being a pescatarian. I don't have the time or the space to be doing the same shit every day. I rarely play with leftovers. And if I do, I change it into something completely different than the day before. So I'll pick y'all back up. And like I said, we'll probably pick each other up a little later. I'm trying to edit as I go. That way, once the vlog is done for the week, I can pretty much go ahead and post come Sunday or Monday morning. Oh, and I did want to thank y'all for all the support for my last little commentary video on tonight's conversation, their podcast. And we really got into it. It was really different to sit and talk and even read the feedback that y'all had in the comments. I appreciate it, both good and bad comments. I appreciate it. And of course, you do all the seasonings with mayonnaise, the relish. I'm not doing any onions or peppers or eggs today, but I'm gonna do all the other things. But I just wanted to highlight this: if you don't have celery seeds in your potato salad, you might as well not even make the potato salad, sis. I don't care if you put celery in it. If you don't have celery seeds in your potato salad, you might as well not make the salad. If you put ketchup in your potato salad, you might as well not make the salad. Don't do it. Okay? If you don't use a dash of some type of mustard, you might as well not do it. Okay? You got to put in your celery seed. It's a vibe, period. If you do not have celery seeds, and you're in a bind, you can use a few sprinkles of this Bday. The secret in the damn Bday is the celery seeds. Everything else you already got in your cabinet. That's one thing that people don't know. That flavor that we can't get enough of in Bday is nothing but celery seeds. You can use whatever kind of salt, but I try to avoid salt because Bday is very salty. Pepper. A chopped boiled egg would really top this off, but we're not doing all that right now. Because what? If we making potato salad and we put in the celery seeds, then we already did all of the things. Okay? Period. And start with a dollop. Start with just a dollop. If you don't know what you're doing with that mayonnaise, start with just a dollop. People go crazy with too much mayonnaise. Nobody want no wet ass mayonnaise. Drain your potatoes and start with a dollop of the mayo. Please don't do it to yourself. If you want to put peppers and onions in it, dice that bitch. Mince it if you could. But I mean, that's really all it is to it, baby. But I'm gonna pick y'all up once I'm done. And this is just for me, but let me see. That's it. That is it. You start with just a dollar Now you can go ahead and add just a little more if you're going to put it in the refrigerator if you feel like you're not going to eat it all. Because mayo do suck up after you put it in the fridge. But baby, that is A1. You can do garlic powder. You can do whatever. People go ham on garlic powder, but you can do garlic powder too. But this is enough. You got enough flavor. Oh, this is so good. It just tastes so good in my mouth. Something about some potato salad, y'all. Let me let y'all go. I'll show y'all the final. I'll keep y'all, man. All right, we got them 2 avocado bagels with some shrimp on top, pepper flakes, a little drizzle of avocado oil, and then we got that good old potato salad. Yo, I can't get out of the potato salad. All right, let's take a bite together. Okay. And I did take the shell off the shrimp, so. And the thing is, it's not that heavy. You know what I mean? With the bagel thing, the avocado, da-da-da. I want to try this on like a plantain, like a smashed plantain. I seen it on one of them Instagram reels or something like that, but ooh. Period. A whole vibe.
My woman, they give me joy. But when you hold yourself, wait for to replace them for me. I know them gonna never leave me up to me dirty. Now why we they call them? I try to go away, your man. Mama told me one day I'm gonna be a star. I say now my woman make me no say I'm gonna be a star. I love my African woman. She they give me the ginger. My African woman, she dey give me the ginger. Oh mama, Nemo, Ahorongina, you're my African woman. Oh my lover, Unyemo, Ahorongina, you're my African woman. I sing for all African women. I can't just explain how I feel. Strong in rough season, the African woman. City Kemado, the African woman. I'm in the storm, the African woman. Oh hell, the African queens. I know that you wanna see. You know if you took a part two. Izuru Keme. Oh hell, the
outfit of the day, just some shorts, a little crop top, and this little red, little silky Sisqo situation. Booty always gonna do what it wants.
Now my time to
They said they outside. Divas and gents, I am back in the house and I had such a good time. I always seem to have a fabulous time when I'm with my girls. I haven't seen them in a while. I feel like it's been at least a month or two since we kicked it. And I mean, we really need to see each other more often. I didn't turn on the camera while we was hanging out because sometimes I don't like filming everything. Like some stuff should just be lived in the moment. Like, you get what I'm saying? But we did get into a little hot topic. I want to ask y'all a question. How long do you keep up situationships? Now, tonight we did kind of touch on a situation that had been going on for some time that I had to just let go. Now, I'm not going to share all of the details because, like I said, with some aspects of vloggers' lives, you can't always say names, exact situations, or tea. So, how long do you keep up a situationship? To me, a situationship just happens to be something where there's no love there, of course. There's not even an infatuation there. There's nothing really flirty about it. It's just you're in it for whatever you want. It's completely transactional. There's nothing really keeping you there other than, you know, the sex. So I recently opened up about how I cut a few people off. I did it on purpose. I don't want to be bothered with them via social media, via text, via anything, because I personally feel like it's a continuous thing of nothing going on, not enough depth to our relationship, friendship, whatever, and I feel like it's not worth holding on to. Even though it has been going on for some time, anywhere from probably 10 years or more, it's kind of sickening and a little bit disheartening that it never developed into anything else. But to be quite honest, I never seen it for us anyway. So me and my adult journey, me being 34, like I stated before, I'm actually, you know, embracing my age. I don't want to continue on like that because I know that necessarily being in a situationship or just a friend with benefits type of situation, I know that that's something that I necessarily do not want. So I don't want to continue to okay something just because, just for company, just for a text buddy, you know, or just for what it is. You know, if it's SCX, I just don't want to use it just for that. So when I say, how long do y'all really keep up the charades? Because for me, I save face for a long time just because I know that the friendship that I offer is something of quality, but I tend to learn that other people don't always see it the same way. So would you still keep up at least the friendship, just the access within itself? Or what age is like the cutoff for certain shit? Or how many years more so is the cutoff for certain shit? Because I can see a person coming around to having situationships every now and again, you know, be it if you are suddenly single or you're just wanting to have a little bit of fun. But how long do you keep that up? Is it even fun anymore if it's going on now every few months for the past 10 years? So we talked about that tonight, and honestly, I have came to the conclusion that I no longer want to keep up the charade. I'm not having fun anymore. I don't even think I like the person anymore. And I feel like I'm okay with the situation being done. I'm okay with it. But I think it's going to be somewhat of a shock because these people can no longer have access to me. It's not just one person, because when you're single, you have more than one avenue to reach out when you want some type of entertainment. I just cut off the access. It's time for someone new on the roster. You know, we have elevated to a space where I'm no longer having fun. So we talked about that tonight. And they were like, a lot of people said the same thing. Well, why would you block them? Why would you cut them off? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? Because that is the source that's keeping this situation alive. If I don't do it, they're never going to see what I mean or how I feel. You know what I mean? And these guys, they have a whole bunch of women on social media. They have a whole bunch of women in their phone. If they really want to reach out to me and solely me, they'll reach out to me. Not just when I pop up with my green light on or you see me in the stories. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I personally feel like the situation is done. It's done. It took its course, and I no longer want to entertain it. But here's the thing. I'm taking it back to old school. If you cannot access me and you really, 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 truly want me, your ass will be outside in the rain with a boombox. Okay? What's that saying that's going viral on Instagram and all of the reels? If you really want me, honey, and it don't matter if I block you, it don't matter if I cut you off, okay? If you really want baby girl, you will be outside in the rain with a boombox begging for me. Until then, I don't see the effort. I just don't. And my last video, I did have a time to talk about how plus size women are worthy and how, yeah, some men do step up to the plate. I've been in relationships where men step up to the plate and take you out of the friend zone. But I'll be lying if I say that some men, if they can get away with it, they will keep us secret and keep us in a friend zone because they're scared to show what they're really attracted to. So they never even manifest a relationship with the sex being a factor because they're too afraid of how they're going to be looked at for dating the big girl. Whether the big girl is pretty, whether she know how to dress, whether she got a good job, whether she got all of the things, they will still, some of them will still try to keep things under wraps. And that's where they get me fucked up. So because I know that there's men out there, I've seen love from quality men in, a plus size relationship. I know that it's out there. I don't want to settle for the little, the little ones at the bottom of the sea. I don't want to settle for that. I want the big fish. So I just had to cut, a couple people off recently, and I'm okay with it. And it's kind of sad because you get used to that temporary high. Like I said, this person or two was constantly hitting me up on social media. So you do get used to that little temporary high of somebody liking your pictures, somebody popping their head in every now and again in your DMs. But he's just in the DM. He's just telling me that I'm beautiful in my DM. I need you to come out, from behind the curtains and let it be known that you're interested. If not, like I said, we've been keeping this certain thing up for, one of them was a couple years. Another one was for 10 years. I can't see myself 10 years from now in my 40s still entertaining, not liking, because you're not even allowing me to feel anything, but I can't see myself still entertaining something that you're not taking out of the situation. You're leaving it at a situationship. You're not allowing it to grow into anything else. Even when we talk about just common things, just try to get on like, okay, how's your day? What you like to do? What's your favorite foods? I don't know none of that shit, but I know what makes you tick in other areas. It gets a little sickening. So, yeah. So if I'm going to be single, I'm going to open myself to other men being able to access me. And it's not going to be just this one or two people that act like that's what they want. No. I can't do it no more. So that's just what we talked about tonight. But everybody was like, you look so cute, I look good, y'all. It's interesting because I just tossed this little outfit together, but those be the main ones. I just did some denim jeans and a little black beater and this little Sisqo top. keep saying Sisqo top and some gold accessories and gold sandals. Child, they're like, you look so good. What's new? I'm like, I don't know. I feel like stress is the only thing that's new, but it damn sure ain't good. But it did shave off a couple pounds. I will say that. And it's the hair. I really think it's the hair. When you go back to that jet black, when you go back to black, and I mean back to black, when you go back to black, I don't even know how that song goes, but either way, child, it will forever be a classic. Black hair on a brown skinned girl, bust down middle, swoop part, whatever. Jet black is sexy. It's elongating too. For some reason, when you do a black hair, it makes you look slim. It makes you look sexy. It makes you look, I did curl baby girl up, but let it be straight. Oh, it's just so sexy and feminine and sensual. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's the adult topic of the fucking night. Yeah, love and relationships, child. It gets crazy. It gets crazy. It's like the more you grow, the more you mature, the more you start to see that you're going to have to set some boundaries and some standards if you want to see better. If not, you're going to be on a roller coaster with the same people. If you don't let some people off, you're going to constantly be on that ride with the same people, and that's not what you want for yourself. So cut off them little fuck buddies. Excuse my language. Cut off them little fuck buddies and move forward. Don't even put sex into the equation. Just put friendship on the table. See how that goes. But if it's not manifesting into something that's mature, something where feelings are involved, then why are we doing it? Why am I allowing someone to touch me and I don't even at the most like them? It's not fun anymore, And I get it because some people do it because they're horny, they're in the moment and stuff like that. But as an adult, we got to do better. Like, you're literally allowing a different spirit to enter you, and you don't even know nothing about them. You're something pure. You're a jewel. No, can't do it. So I just want something different. Something with more depth. Period, baby. I'm giving you Sisqo. What's that song? I tried to fold the sleeves back, but this shirt is probably meant to do what it do. But what's that song Sisqo used to sing? Somebody sleeping in my messing with my hair. Whoa, 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 whoa. Either that or either that is and beauty is her name. I like that. I like that better. Walks by every day. Whoa, her love all the same. The woman has stolen my heart, and beauty is her name. I hope that I can make you mine, for another man steal your heart, and won't that beauty is mine. I swear we will never be apart. Woo! Let me go. Good night, y'all.
I turn any corner. My woman, they give me joy. The way you hold yourself.